Hello everyone, you are welcome to this educative platform, Literature Hub 247. We are still reviewing that interesting novel, Part of Lucas, written by Susanne Bellefeuille. This is chapter 14 of the novel. We've earlier discussed chapters 1 to 13 of this novel as well as the plot summary, so you may request for the link to those videos to the comment section and it will be sent to you. You are welcome to the classroom. In the last chapter, that's chapter 13, Isabel eventually summoned the courage to inform Lucas that she's pregnant. She did that after there was a social program they attended. So she called the attention of Lucas that she has something important to tell him, and she informed Lucas that she's pregnant. There's another thing that is agitating Isabel's mind. She's still scared how her parents will take it when they know that she's pregnant. At the same time, Lucas is already planning how they are going to get married. Let's see what happens here. Part of Lucas, chapter 14. It's Isabel's wedding day, November 12, 1958. She looks beautiful in the gorgeous wedding dress that Julia helped her buy in the city. France is there, helping by putting on a veil on the bride. She now lives in Dalkett, a small country home. She is no longer living in Quebec since the death of their grandmother. She got married to a farmer and she's pregnant with their first child. France also gives Isabel a beautiful pearl bracelet and earrings which are from their grandmother. Julia also gives her a gorgeous pearl necklace she borrowed from her mother. She puts it on her neck. Julia says she needs something blue to match. Isabel's mother hands a gift to her, and she opens the box. She finds a lacy blue garter to put around the leg. It is made by Elizabeth. Isabel is overjoyed. She appreciates and hugs her mother, France, and Julia, her best friend. France urges them to leave as their father is waiting downstairs. Isabel's father is happy seeing his beautiful girl walking down the stairs. Julia takes them in his car to the French church in Alexandria, where Lucas is already waiting for them. The church is full of family and friends, including Steve, who is the best man. Lucas is alerted by a noise which announces the arrival of the bride. Lucas' nephew, Paul, and Sylvie, Isabel's younger sister, are the ring bearer and flower girl respectively. Julia is the maid of honor. Lucas then sees the love of his life, Isabel, walking with her father, smiling. When they reach the front, Isabel's father shakes Lucas' hand, and Lucas then kisses Isabel's hand. They engage their vows, which is the most important assignment. They exchange their vows, which is the most important assignment of the program. That's the most important of getting married. The moment they exchange their vows, the marriage is already conducted. Lucas kisses Isabel. Everybody in the church is happy, while the couples are walking out of the church. The girls then move to Lucas' parents' house for merriment. Steve presents an interesting toast and speech about the couple at the supper. The couple go to Toronto for their honeymoon. Isabel is amazed to see such a huge city, as she has not traveled to a big city like that before. The couple are happy to be together. Lucas touches Isabel's belly, and he is happy that he will soon become a father. It is only Julia who knows that Isabel is pregnant. That's supposed to be Isabel. Sorry about that. Isabel. So it is only Julia who knows that Isabel is pregnant. That is aside Lucas. When they are back from the honeymoon, they settle down with Lucas' parents and the couple are pleased with it. Lucas still works for his father, and Isabel also works with Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Isabel still feels shy, but Elizabeth has a way of making her feel at home. No family members knows that Isabel is pregnant, since the pregnancy is not showing yet. The couple often discuss the right time to inform the family about the pregnancy as Christmas is drawing nearer. Okay, on Christmas Day, everyone will go to Grandma's house for a special supper. The children are always happy to go there for delicious food and presents under the tree. Lucas tells his mother that he will be going out with Isabel to visit her parents and siblings. He says they will be back before 4. Lucas takes Isabel to visit her family when he finishes his work on the farm. However, he's not always comfortable with Isabel's parents, but he respects Isabel's choices just because of what they did to Isabel when she was a child. He only enjoys being among her siblings. This is because of what they did to Isabel in the past. At the burial house, the couple has lunch prepared by Isabel's mother and gives presents to the siblings. Franz and Jean, her husband, are also there. They also give presents to the children. Lucas and Isabel bring desserts, while Franz and her husband bring ice cream made by Franz on the farm. Franz and her husband plan to buy a farm near the husband's grandfather's farm. They want to move into the farmhouse before the baby is born. Franz's pregnancy is now showing, and Isabel is happy for this, but doesn't tell Franz about her home. Mr. Bagwas, Isabel's father, appreciates Franz and Isabel as well as the sons-in-law for the visit and all they have done. They all depart to their houses. By the time Lucas and Isabel arrive back home, the brothers and sisters are there already. They greet them and wish them a Merry Christmas before settling down to eat. They all enjoy the meal, and Elizabeth asks them to go to the parlor near the Christmas tree after the meal. John gives out the gifts to them. Isabel carries Mary's new baby, George, as they are opening their gift. Joe, Mary's drunk husband, asks Isabel's conflict when she's going to have a home baby. Joe is asking Isabel, is a drunkard. He's asking Isabel when is she going to have a home baby. Isabel feels embarrassed and Mary cautions her husband to stop it. Lucas looks at Joe somehow and tells him to stop taking more drinks. He sits by Isabel, takes baby George from her and gives him to Mary. He announces to the people there that they are having a baby this spring. He adds that they knew before they got married. That's how Lucas tells them about the pregnancy of Isabel, that they are getting their baby, they are going to have their baby that spring of that year. James and Deborah congratulate them and shake Lucas' hand. Elizabeth is highly surprised and sad that she's going to be a grandmother again. John and Elizabeth stand and hug Lucas, and Isabel expressing their happiness. Mary also shows her happiness by congratulating them. Isabel, who felt shy when Lucas wanted to announce his pregnancy, is now happy with the way her husband handles it. She's now relieved and proud. It's a very Merry Christmas for all of them, as everyone is happy for Lucas and Isabel. Before New Year's Day, Isabel also tells her family about the pregnancy, and they are also excited. France is even happy that they will have their babies in just about a month's interval. The couple is now relieved that the pregnancy has been announced, so nothing is bothering their minds again. Isabel stops work as spring arrives. They are now counting weeks to the delivery. Isabel is gathering her baby materials in her room one day when Elizabeth, her mother-in-law, calls her. She says she received a call from Mrs. Lazar, France's mother-in-law, who said that France was in labor and Jane will be taken out to the general hospital soon. Isabel is excited and thanks Elizabeth for the good news. The latter then tells her that she can tell Lucas to take her to see France and also tell her parents about it. Isabel hurries to meet Lucas on the field and inform him. She sees him plowing in the field. She waves at him but doesn't see her. Out of the excitement, she starts running towards him, forgetting her condition. She suddenly stumbles over a rock and falls to the ground. She immediately loses her breath and tries to pick herself up. But she's too weak. She lies there holding her stomach, with tears in her eyes. Lassie, Lucas' dog, just appears from nowhere, licks Isabel's face, and backs loudly to alert Lucas. The dog continues barking, but Lucas doesn't hear. It runs towards the field until it catches Lucas' attention. Lucas then follows the dog and is surprised to see Isabel on the ground. His heart starts beating and he asks her what happened and why she's there. Isabel replies that she's okay and is coming to tell him that France is having a baby. She then explains how she felt because of excitement. Lucas calms her down not to worry that he will carry her home. Despite Isabel's insistence that she can walk, Lucas carries her in his arms into the house. Elizabeth is worried when she sees them and she asks Lucas what happened to Isabel. He explains what happened and how Lassie came to alert him. He lays Isabel on the bed and Elizabeth asks her if she's okay. She replies that she's fine and that she was scared of the baby, but she's feeling the movement of the baby now. She tells Lucas that she would like to break the news of her sister to her parents and then visit France at the hospital. Lucas tells her to take a short sleep for him to freshen up. They will then go later. Lucas expresses how worried he was when she found her on the ground. Isabel then apologizes for that. Isabel stands up half an hour later to go to the washroom. She notices that the bed is wet. It takes a minute before she understands that the amniotic fluid is broken. That means a delivery is due. She feels pain in her lower abdomen, and before she knows it, she's in labor. She just sits back and calls Lucas. Lucas rushes into the room and asks her if she's in labor when he sees her countenance, that is, the facial appearance. She explains that her water broke and she started to get contractions. She says that contractions and labor are about 10 minutes apart. She tells Lucas that she has 3 weeks more to deliver. Lucas calms her down that all will be well, though he's apprehensive, but he must not show it to Isabel. Elizabeth comes in to comfort her daughter-in-law while Lucas gets his car ready. Isabel asks her mother-in-law if they can tell her parents what happened. Lucas' mother replied as she helps her get up that they will do that. She also helps her to get her suitcase ready for Lucas to take to the hospital. Lucas parks his car very close to the house and rushes in to help Isabel into the vehicle. Lucas' mother wishes them the best as they leave. She promises to inform Isabel's parents that their daughters are in the hospital giving birth. That their daughters, that is France and Isabel, they are in the hospital. That they are in the hospital giving birth at the same time. So that is chapter 14, the marriage of Isabel and her labor with that of France, her sister. So if you are new on this platform, try and click on the subscribe button and the bell bell icon so that you'll be part of this class. And whenever any video is produced, you are going to be notified. Like this video, you are free to share it on any social media platform. Invite your friends and colleagues to join us, teachers in the house. Do not hesitate to introduce your student to this platform so that they can also benefit from here. If you have any question or comment, send it to the comment section and it will be attended to. Thank you and God bless. Let's meet in the next chapter.